Hello fellow YouTubers, Trouble8385 here with YouTube Gaming Community number 39. First, let's start off with the story, because everybody loves a story. The story of why this video is so late. So 2 days after I made my last video, I was on Skype talking, and I restored my laptop and grabbed for my coffee. Mistake number one, full of coffee. Got over top of the laptop, coffee, a bunch of coffee spilled on top of the laptop. So I grabbed the fleece blanket freaking out next to me and I start wiping off the laptop for it. And about an hour later, some of the keys start working, so I just, shut it off. Got back out the next morning, seemed to be, things were worse. Now, on one hand, I was irritated because I couldn't do what I want. More importantly, what bothered me more than anything was this was a laptop a year ago. My dad bought 2 months before he died, and he gave it to me before he died. And that is where the personal side of this happening bothered me so much. So unfortunately he didn't get a warranty to it, because we know where he bought it from. He didn't get any warranty on it. So luckily they had a really cheap sale of a laptop, so I ended up going and getting another laptop. So I'm now good in that area now. So now we're going to get to the videos to check out, and then I'm going to get into my topic because I'm not sure how long I'm going to run on the topic. The videos to check out this show are Nite Ram 56 Super Mario RPG Merchandise Part 1 and Part 2. If you really like Mario merchandise, check that out. Next up is 9/11 Bones 1000 Subscriber Special Part 2, my rarest game. If you have never seen the Atlantis 2 game on the Atari 2600, check that out. Not only that, but he has a really, really personal story on how he got the game and the people who had the game before him. Really cool. Next up is Jason Moore 87 Saddest Video Game Deaths, if you want to check that out. Next up is HappyConsoleGamer New Game Stuff Episode 5 Part 2. If you've never seen the Nintendo Power Guide to Final Fantasy 1, or you've never seen the Strategy Guide to Xenogears, check this video out. Otherwise, everything else in this video is just newer stuff that everybody else has in pickup videos. Next up, OldSchoolNYCGamer channel recommendation number 1, and the channel is Cubert Addict 1, so you should check that out. Next up is Crow111's Let's Catalog Some Games, where he shows you how he catalogs his games when he gets them. It's really cool if you're interested in that, and he'll give you some ideas how to catalog your games. SinisterMoon, Intellivision Lives for DS, signed by Keith Robertson. This came out at the end of last month, but it's really cool that he got this package opened it, and it's the signature in it. Next up is DinkyDana for the first episode of the DinkyDana show. He talks about Gran Turismo 5, Fallout New Vegas, and other games. So if you're interested, check that out. Games381's Rare Sega SG-1002 system review. First of all, I didn't even know this system existed, but this is one of Sega's earliest home systems. And next up is Luke Morris 1's Runark, A.K.A. Growl Arcade, a side-scrolling beat-em-up from Tato. This is an arcade board he had that he can only seem to get part of it to work, but now he finally got it all to work, so you should check that out. And then Bakeman13's Gamers Live Episode 2 with some guy named Trouble8385. Again, I said last show, but I really had a blast doing this podcast. Go to the video, click on the link. You'll be able to watch or listen to the podcast, and he has another one called Backstage with Trouble8385, which is actually the first time we tried to record it with all the interruptions. But anyway, if you're interested, check that out. For me, I listened to about the first couple minutes, and just like when I watch my own videos, I can't listen to myself talk, so I haven't listened to the whole thing. But I'm sure he did a great job. Great YouTuber. Next up, Amisbro's Late Night Shift 12/7/2010. His question was, is it acceptable to put a huge channel in the tags of your videos? And what he means is, I've seen even partners do this, where they put big channels in their tags that they don't mention or even talk about in their video, which I think is quite frankly pathetic. Some of you watching, I know you've done this in the past, I've seen your videos. It's absolutely pathetic to put a big channel in the tag if you do not talk about them in your video. One, quite frankly, everybody does it a lot, so there is no real effectiveness in doing that. I mean, when I show their video or talk about them and I put them in the tag, my video views have not gone up at all. It hasn't actually made a difference. Or for people who like want to talk bad about channels, I won't say their name, but they put their name in the tag because they don't have the guts to call, you know, to say they don't like the channel because they don't want to upset them. Because of how big they are, they hope that someday they like them or they can get big as them. I don't like when people do that either. Listen, if you talk about them in your video, then you can put them in your tag. If you don't talk about them, don't put them in the damn tag underneath your video. Which, let's get to my subject that is going to get me fired up. And that is, you may have heard on YouTube this week, because everybody was talking about it, was that select people on YouTube, supposedly, who are not partners, who are in good community standing, and who are good with copyright standing, have been notified by YouTube that some of people have been chosen to be able to make videos as long as they want to. There's no longer a cap for the people who have been chosen. I've been one of those people that have been chosen that I can make a video as long as I want to. Am I going to? Heck no. Because I do have an SD card that can go 80 minutes, and there's no way I'm going to sit here for 80 minutes and talk. Well, I don't see how 80 minutes could possibly be boring to anybody. Not only that, but if I shouted out every channel or every video I liked, it would kind of ruin the whole effectiveness of the videos I shout out. And not only that, but I wouldn't be able to put them all in the tag and get the credit they deserve in the tags. And not only that, but the description would be like 1.5 miles long. So that would ruin the whole point of doing this. But yet I've already seen a playthrough that's 2 hours and 40 minutes long. I've already seen a 41-minute video where a guy does top 15 games of 2010 and another top 5 list together. How do you get 41 minutes out of that? I don't know. First of all, quite honestly, I don't want to see anybody's list of top games for 2010 because I know they're all going to be the popular game and I really don't care. Now, if you want to show me top 10 games that nobody bought that you thought were really cool, might watch that one, maybe. Again, just because you can make it as long as you want doesn't mean you should. Just because you don't have to edit, just because you can just go on forever and not edit it, sometimes the most creative and best videos are the ones where you have a time limit because you have to creatively fit everything in there and it somehow comes out much better than if you could just run your mouth for however long you wanted. If you continually make videos a half hour long, I am not going to watch it. I mean, the problem, again, with every time you increase the time limit is it's hard for people to watch all their friends, especially when their friends' videos are getting longer and longer and longer. The longer, let's be honest, on YouTube, the sweet spot seems to be, and I mean people who have millions of subscribers to tens of thousands, is usually 5 to 10 minutes long. Anything over 10 minutes, every minute over 10 minutes, you seem to be cutting off more and more of your audience because they just don't have the patience to watch anything longer than that. I know what you're going to say. Well, Trouble, I don't care about views and I don't care about subscribers. Great. Make that video. But before you make it, the only thing you should do is watch your own video and watch it and go, can I handle watching this entire video in this length? Does it not bore me? I mean, if you can do it, that's great. If you're proud of it, then fine, put it up. But just like talking videos, I'm not going to watch you talk for an hour about ramble on and on and on. I sometimes have trouble getting through some people's YouTube video 15 minutes without wanting to shut it off or bored out of my mind. I dang well ain't gonna sit there and watch a video that's longer than that. Also, the other problem you gotta take into the fact is that if you're making your if you can put everything in one video, then what are you gonna do to regularly make videos? Because a lot of people on YouTube, quite frankly, people who do playthroughs aren't very creative. Anybody and their mother can make a playthrough video. So you're just taking it easy. I'll make a playthrough, cut up, put on my channel. No effort. People watch me because I want the views of people watching me play a game when I could watch it and play it on my TV. I could play it on my own TV, but hey. The other reason why people go to playthroughs, quite frankly, is sometimes they're stuck in a game or they play along with it. And when they're stuck in a game and it's not 15-minute chunks, and they're not going to waste the time going through a 2.5-hour video to find that one little spot they're currently stuck in. Now, there are some positives to this, quite frankly. Hey, instead of, ooh, I better get this in 15 minutes. No. So if you run an extra minute long, great. If you have, like, let's take HappyConsoleGamer. Rob Man did a Mega Man couple part Mega Man series, well now it could be one video. Or let's say you do a pickup video and it runs a couple minutes longer. Well great, now it could be one instead of 2 videos. Or like you do the history of the Dreamcast, so that may be a video that, something like that, would have a more chance of people watching all the way through when it's longer than watching someone pick up videos. Or let's take, for example, let's take NewNet's live stream. Well, instead of splitting it up, if they wanted to, they could, because they record the whole thing, they could put the whole thing together out on YouTube in one video. Again, I personally don't like videos that are super long because they're quite frankly boring, because people just go on forever and ever and ever. And I really hope people don't start. Again, I equate this, I'd say this to Amisbro today, by the way. I said this is kind of like a Catholic schoolgirl where parents are very strict on her. And all of a sudden she goes to college and there are no rules and she goes crazy. That's what's happening right now on YouTube. Everybody try to fit in the time limit, try to fit in the time limit. Now all of a sudden the time limit's gone. People are just going to go crazy and record super long episodes that no one wants to watch. And then eventually they'll all calm down and realize, hey, maybe I should make a video. Because let's be honest, YouTube partners, as soon as they got a partnership, they could have made their videos as long as they want to. They don't, because they realize if they do make it super long, there'll be a backlash and no one's going to want to watch it. So, also, by the way, that this is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. Actually, ironically, today, the day I'm filming this. But in episode 40, I will get to my 1 year on YouTube, and Mr. Debak and the other person, I will also, because this week was just crazy, trying to get the computer working and then everything else. Next episode, I'm going to simply talk about my 1 year on YouTube, and I will shout out those videos and stuff that you guys recommend me to do next video, guys. So, until next video.